We are a controlled environment producer of horticultural crops like tomatoes, cucumbers, capsicums, lettuce and herbs. We believe in sustainability of our operations. We do soilless cultivation, which means that we are growing crops without soil and drip feeding all the nutrients and exactly what the plant needs through the water that we supply to the plants through the drip lines that you see in the greenhouse. We installed a thermal screen. Obviously, when you supply heat, there is the chance of the heat escaping, and through the installation of energy screens, the heating becomes very more efficient. We have also installed a very high-tech control system that controls all the parameters. So we work very closely with the Victorian government. So they made us aware about the VEU through the departmental representative, and they said that that could be something that we could use.
The Victorian Energy Upgrades program is a key part of Victoria's energy sector emissions reduction pledge.
Essentially, it incentivises businesses to implement energy efficiency projects. This is done by comparing greenhouse gas emissions before and after the implementation of the project. The amount you can get from the VEU program varies by project, but this can be quite significant and can range from anywhere between 10% to 100% of a project's total costs. To find out if your project is eligible, you can reach out to an accredited person.
The AP's role is to help the companies to comply with their regulations and the guidelines, and to help them to complete the process till the certification creation.
The Victorian Energy Upgrades program is aimed at encouraging Victorian businesses to implement energy efficient processes and systems, helping them recoup the costs through different credits. We can say 1/4 of the investment to maybe even half of the investment. So we are already tracking our production data anyway. So it doesn't require too much time and effort to just pass that data on for comparison with our past consumption history and patterns.
Victorian Energy Efficiency Certificates, or VEECs, are electronic certificates which are awarded for each tonne of carbon dioxide equivalent which are reduced.
VEECs are generated through the process and sold to entities that are required to buy them under Victorian legislation, and the price of these VEECs varies with typical supply-demand forces.
A VEEC is a credit for reducing your greenhouse emissions, so you can get paid back for being energy efficient.
Measuring energy consumption and other production data is not only important for the VEU program, but can also be important for internal operations. You can't manage what you're not measuring.
The data is used for creating the baseline and to create the energy profile of the farm.
We want to cultivate a better world, and using technology and the modern information and modern systems that are available. But how can we even do better is what drove us.
Agriculture Victoria's website will have plenty of information there for Victorian farmers about the VEU program. Ultimately, the VEU program will assist Victorian farmers to reduce their energy costs, help them fund technology upgrades on their properties, which means more money in their pockets.